Hello. Um, as you can see, I have knots in my hair. Today I have the house to myself. Everybody's out and about doing whatever they're doing. And I'm here alone. It's most quiet right now, you know? And I realize I like being by myself. It's less dramatic. It's a scary thing to be by yourself, but it's less dramatic to be by yourself. You know, you don't have all the special effects of everybody else's personality. You just deal with your own. But on the downside of that is nothing's going to be fun. Everything's going to be boring because it's going to be the same thing you do over and over again compared to just being around people, you know? So I really have like a hot and cold, black and white, good and bad, pro and con about surroundings and not having surroundings. And I am working on that. I know that has a lot to do with, you know, experiences and stress, but I know that when I like force myself, you know, to stick it there or stick in there or keep going or not to run away or not to, you know, because I have thoughts of just leaving this area, even though it's a nice place, you know, it's shelter. And because I'm panicking, I myself is contemplating on leaving shelter. Instead of sleeping in shelter, I'm contemplating going on the streets because of the lack of communication and truth, you know, and like because of my PTSD and the brokenness, I guess. I almost thought of just giving up on having a safe shelter and going back on the streets and sleeping outside where the bugs can bite me like they were, you know. And it's all because I'm expecting the worst. And even though their actions are not the worst of what I've seen them do, I'm expecting the worst. Like, the worst will happen. There's no dull moment with these people, you know? I mean, it's not a moment that you want, but at the same time, it's not a dull moment, you know? But they're supportive, I guess, you know? They call my negativities friends, you know? I'm friends with my negativity, and although that's not true, it's just the way things has been gone about, and how things were done, and how social media has a big part of it, and I have no control. It's just what bothers me, you know. And you know, what a day it will be. What a day it is, the day that you realize that somebody is interested in you or your mind or what you write, you know. It's not till like later on in the game that I realized putting your thoughts for publicity, or no, not for publicity, putting your thoughts out there for the public to hear sometimes is not you know, can be I don't know. It's not like you don't realize who's watching kind of deal, you know? And so, but I'm getting there, you know? Everything's a process. I think I'm more negative only because how things happened. That's all. It's just I'm grasping life in a different angle as everybody else, and what I don't realize is that I am grasping life, you know? And like sometimes I think that I'm not, but in all actuality, slowly I'm getting back to myself. It's everybody moves slow, you know? Everybody has a slow process to things, and you know, I personally don't like slow, but I'm in a slow pace right now. And as much as I don't like it, I must go with it. It's the only way. Sometimes I feel like running away from the state. You know, like picking up and just leaving this state and the people that's in it. You know, like yeah. I'm so tired of my life being fucked with. But soon, it'll be okay. I promise myself that. I promise myself that soon I'll be happy. Soon I'll be in a different page. You know? Soon I can let my hair down. Let my hair go. And I could just enjoy myself. I know it's supposed to be now, but it's just so hard. I've been struggling a lot. I've been gaining a lot of weight, and I've been just mentally struggling on a lot of things that are going on, you know, in my head. And you know, I know it has a lot to do with where I'm at and my surroundings and how much in the past it was if I was affected by them prior to now, you know. And tough pickle. It's hard, especially when you deal with depression. I deal with a heavy load of depression. I am a depressed person on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. If it's not depression, it's PTSD. And what makes it worse is that I'm in an area where I feel like an outsider, you know, and things are done as if I am an outsider, and then around people that will always bring up a family past instead of looking into the present. And all the times you don't want that drama because the family that they're talking about is the family that threw you away, you know. And you're saying it's none of your business because it's not your problem, but they keep bringing it up, and sometimes that's stressful. I talk a lot about random things because my mind is never on a set fact or set subject. It's just always random. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know anymore. And I feel like it's based on just attention. I have no idea what I do wrong and what I did wrong in this state. other than not give anybody the attention they didn't want. And that's the reason why I'm being put the way that I'm put now. Isn't that sad? You're broken because of somebody else's feelings. You're broken because of how somebody else wants things. You know, it almost seems pathetic. I don't know what to do. I'm trapped. There's nothing satisfying about having a life where you're trapped and you can't do anything that you want to do, and you don't have the ways of doing it because it always gets shut down. There's nothing satisfying in that. Like, who says it's satisfying? No one. No one in their right mind, you know? And so it amazes me how long other people that I know that went through a process of being captured. It amazes me how long they lasted in this, you know. It's just a selfish matter, you know. It's like you're being treated as a collectible. Go to McDonald's and they give you those glasses and those cups, those collectible cups and toys. And you get one of each kind, and then you just get it. You don't give it because you want to use it, but you get it because you just want it. Because you want it on your shelf. You want to see that you collected these things. You want to see that you have these. Not everybody's going to have it, so you want it. You don't know what you're going to do with it, but you want it, right? So you go to McDonald's and you get the cup. And if you get the same cup, you go to McDonald's again and you see if you get another cup. That's how the business runs. That's how McDonald's shockingly gets more business. People like their collectibles. So they constantly go there until they get all the collectibles. And you finally find the collectibles that you want. And you see them and you realize one of the collectibles is hard to reach. You do everything in your will to get that collectible and get the attention that it has. You don't care what happens. You don't care how much it costs. You don't care what it's going to do. You don't care how much it might affect another person. But you will do everything in your way to grasp what you want because you lust over a materialistic thing that you know damn well you don't necessarily need. But because you want it, you gotta have it, right? That's kind of how it is with people who always get what they want. Yeah. They see what they want, and like every other thing, they do everything in their way to get the attention. And not recognizing the damage it's doing, they do it. And they got a result out of it. But then they realize that the result that they're getting is not a good result. So they did it with good expectations, but the result came out horrible. You know? And I feel like sometimes, you know, this is what's going on. And right now I'm just in the middle of it. Just waiting. I have a little bit of a fucked up life, don't you think? You know, that's just a scratch of the surface. It's not even close to what's truthfully, you know, fully went on and what's gone down in a personal level. That's just a portion. And to have nothing to show for it. Like, you have nothing to show for it. What do I have to show for this? I have a phone I don't pay for because I can't afford it. I sleep in the ground on somebody else's roof because I can't afford my own roof. I buy as much food as I can, but I eat somebody else's food. I clean somebody else's house and contribute of living in this house. I wear clothes sizes too big, sizes too small. I don't have the definite size of what I wear. I don't have the definite, I don't have the right clothes to wear. I don't have money. I don't have a lot of things. I've been stripped clean. If you want to know what naked is, this is what naked is. When you just have not enough to cover yourself up and the whole world sees it. And you can't do nothing about it. You know, that's being naked, I guess. Partial being naked. Oh well. It's a lonely ride in Hawaii. Now that echoed. That echoed a lot. Soon this will all change. I just don't know when. It'll probably be never. You know? Probably be never. I'm never gonna have a peaceful life. I'm always gonna be on the floor of somebody else's house. You know? To think that's possibly true is so depressing. You know? I don't know. I think family is allergic to me. Like, I think relationship is and friendship is allergic to me too. I feel like that will be impossible for me. The only thing that's going to happen is I'm only going to have people watching me 24/7, 24/7, 365 days. Somebody is always going to watch me. Because I'm the product of the state. It's good to be protected, but sometimes even being protected, you still feel by yourself. It's good to have surroundings of social, you know. I don't know. Whatever.